Hi, I'm Dave Cross, Photoshop educator and instructor for Creative Live. This is how to make Facebook profile pictures using Photoshop. The most important thing we need to know about creating these Facebook profile pictures is the sizing. You have to actually upload a size that's bigger than it'll end up being in Facebook. So let's take a look at how that works. Here I've taken a screen capture of my Facebook page. You can see the photo is quite small, but it's important to note that's not the size that you provide them. If you do, it will get scaled down even smaller. So what we need to do is create a particular size of image. Now I already have one here to show you what it's going to look like. This black area is the area where your photo will appear. So the overall dimensions of this image is 200 pixels by 200 pixels. But when Facebook scales down your photo, there's also a little border here. So if you have an image that goes right to the edge, it will be cut off. So what we need to do, if we were starting from scratch, is make a new document and make sure that in the new document you're changing it to pixels, and we're going to do 200 by 200. Now technically you can put the height more if you want, but generally it works better in this square 200 by 200 pixel size. So I click OK. Now, I could just put my photograph into here, but we have to remember there is a border area we have to be concerned about. So probably the easiest way to do that is to just double-click on the background layer, which will unlock it. Then we can go to this command at the very bottom, layer style called stroke, and we're just going to make the stroke 12 pixels inside. Now this will give me a frame of reference to know when I put my photograph in here, I need to make sure I'm accommodating for this border. Now we'll open the photograph we want to actually use. Now this photograph is much bigger deliberately to show you kind of what we have to do. So now I have to combine these together. There's a number of ways of doing it, but I would usually just use my Move tool, click on this photo, drag it to the other one, wait till it changes views, and then drag to the middle. And you can see this photograph is much too big. So now I go under Edit, to Free Transform, hold down the Shift key, and I'm just going to scale this down and position it the way that I want. And at this point I can say that looks pretty good. I hit Enter. Now just to make sure I'm okay, I'm going to lower the opacity up here just a little bit to see that border temporarily. That should be fine. So I put that back up again, and at this point the final step is just saving this as a JPEG. And name it whatever you want. When you hit the Save button, it'll ask you in a second dialog box about quality. Usually we can keep the quality up quite high because it's such a small file. When you click OK, now your photograph's ready to be uploaded to Facebook. Now remember, Facebook is going to scale down your photograph to a smaller size, but you need to make your photo 200 pixels by 200 pixels with that small border.